Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brendan Gillen. Bonjour, messieurs, mesdames, je m'appelle Brendan Gillen. Je vous souhaite, au nom de l'Université McGill, la bienvenue aux cérémonies reportées des collations des grades pour la faculté de droit et l'école de musique Schulich pour 2020 et 2021. Let me welcome you on behalf of McGill University to the deferred convocations for 2020 and 2021 of the Faculty of Law and the Schulich School of Music. The ceremony will start shortly. Dans quelques instants, je vous soulignerai les étapes principales dans le déroulement de la cérémonie. In just a few instants, I'll rehearse with you the principal steps in the ceremony. However, first, allow me to invite you to join me in giving the Brian Sand Quintet a very warm round of applause. La cérémonie commencera avec l'entrée du cortège d'honneur et terminera avec sa sortie. Juste avant l'entrée, je vais vous demander de vous lever. The ceremony will start with the entrance of the platform party and end with its departure. Just before the platform party arrives, I'll ask you all to stand. Une fois le cortège est installé sur la tribune, le docteur Matthew Trevino chantera l'hymne de l'université. Once the members of the platform party have taken their places on stage, Dr. Matthew Trevino will sing the university hymn. Avant la remise des diplômes pour la faculté de droit, le doyen Robert Leckie vous adressera une allocution. Et avant la remise des diplômes pour l'école de musique Schulich, la doyenne Brenda Ravenscroft vous adressera aussi une allocution. Before the diplomas are conferred, the Dean of Law, Robert Leckie, will deliver a brief convocation address, and before the diplomas for the School of Music are conferred, the Dean, Brenda Ravenscroft, will also deliver a brief convocation address. Pour la remise des diplômes, nous procéderons rangée par rangée. Il n'y a pas beaucoup de rangées, mais on va procéder rangée par rangée, en commençant avec l'avant et en passant vers l'arrière. Le moment venu, un placeur indiquera à votre rangée de se lever et de faire la queue le long de la tente, le long du côté de la tente à ma droite. So when it comes time for the diplomas to be conferred, we'll proceed row by row. There aren't very many rows, so this won't be complicated. We'll start with the front and work towards the back. An usher will let your row know when it's time for it to stand up and to line up along the side of the tent. So just to emphasize, the diplomas will be conferred to the law students, and then there will be an interruption, and then the Dean of the School of Music will then also give a convocation address, and then we'll do the music students. So you have some idea of the timing. Avant de monter sur l'estrade, s'il vous plaît, séparez votre ticket en deux. Vous donnerez une partie à la personne au lutrin à ma droite et l'autre partie à la personne en bas qui va vous remettre votre diplôme. Before coming on stage, please separate your line card in two. Give one part to the person at the lectern to my right and the other part to the person down below who will give you your diploma. Gardez votre chapeau ou mortier sur la tête pendant la traversée de l'estrade. Please keep your hat or mortarboard on while crossing the stage. Les toilettes publiques seront fermées pendant la remise des diplômes. Par contre, celles dans les pavillons à l'autre côté de la petite rue ici seront ouvertes. During the conferral of the diplomas, the public lavatories adjacent to the tent will be closed. However, those in the university buildings on the other side of the small road here will continue to be open. Après la remise des diplômes, la doyenne Brenda Ravenscroft fera quelques mots de clôture et le docteur Matthew Trevino chantera l'hymne national. Once the diplomas have been conferred, the Dean, Brenda Ravenscroft, will say a few closing words, and Dr. Matthew Trevino will then sing the national anthem. Une fois le cortège est sorti, les diplômés partiront rangée par rangée. Encore une fois, ce n'est pas compliqué, en commençant avec l'avant et en passant vers l'arrière. Et comme avant, s'il vous plaît, restez en place jusqu'à ce qu'un placeur vous indique que c'est le moment pour la sortie de votre rangée. So as I said, the ceremony will end with the departure of the platform party. The diploma recipients will leave first, row by row. Please remain in your line, in your place, until an usher has indicated it's time for your row to leave. Finalement, quelques rappels amicaux. Finally, a few friendly reminders. Mettez vos téléphones cellulaires en mode vibration maintenant. Please put your cell phones in vibration mode now. Deuxièmement, ne sortez pas par les issues de secours sauf en cas d'urgence. Secondly, do not go out of the emergency exits unless there is indeed an emergency. Et finalement, la simple politesse exige que vous ne quittiez pas la cérémonie avant qu'elle ne se termine. Finally, simple courtesy requires that you not leave the ceremony before it's over with. Maintenant, j'ai le plaisir d'inviter le doyen des étudiants, Robin Beach, à vous informer des mesures de sécurité mises en place dans l'éventualité très peu probable d'une urgence. It's now my pleasure to invite the Dean of Students, Robin Beach, to inform you of the security measures in place in the very unlikely event of an emergency. Robin Beach, please.
To McGill and to this year's convocation celebration. Congratulations on the success of your graduated friend or family member. My name is Robin Beach and my role is to tell you about our emergency evacuation procedures. Bienvenue à McGill et à la cérémonie de collation des grades. Je m'appelle Robin Beach et on m'a demandé de vous informer des procédures d'évacuation d'urgence mises en place. If an evacuation is required, I will make an announcement. You will then be required to leave the tent immediately, either to the lower east field, although it's raining, so I hope not, more likely to the Leacock building behind us. Follow the instructions of the security officers and the ushers. The ushers and security officers will lead you to the evacuation location. Leave all baby strollers behind, but take your children with you. If you need any assistance at any point in time, please speak with a security officer or an usher. And once the emergency is over, announcements will be posted on the McGill website. Si une évacuation des lieux devenait nécessaire, j'en ferai l'annonce. Vous devrez alors quitter le pavillon sans tarder. Vous devrez vous rendre sur le terrain Lower East Field ou le pavillon Leacock. Les placiers et les agents de sécurité vous dirigeront sur le terrain à côté de la tente ou au pavillon. Laissez toutes les poussettes sur place. Si vous avez besoin d'assistance, veuillez vous adresser à un agent de sécurité ou un placier. Une fois la situation d'urgence passée, des annonces seront publiées sur le site web de McGill. Je vous remercie de votre attention. Félicitations aux diplômés. Thank you for your attention. Have a wonderful day, and once again, congratulations.
As an alumnus, I'm proud to celebrate your McGill journey, and I echo the sentiments of everyone who ever graduated from our university with just 3 words. You made it.
As a graduate, you're part of something unique, the McGill Alumni Association.
Profiterez donc des avantages auxquels ont droit tous les diplômés et serez ainsi prêt à écrire un nouveau chapitre de votre vie.
Your Alumni Association is an amazing community of more than 275,000 alumni
in over 180 countries.
The global network that we share opens up a world of possibilities and connections.
L'association des diplômés de McGill propose également des activités stimulantes et vous guidera avec des activités enrichissantes de mentorat et de réseautage.
Whether you're near campus or halfway around the world, you can easily stay connected through the MAA. Just follow us on social media and share your news.
We are here to celebrate you, cheer you on, and help you reach your next milestones.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Bienvenue parmi nous.
Welcome.
Bienvenue parmi nous.
And congratulations on being part of McGill's bicentennial graduating class.
Just to inform you, the platform party is assembling just out in front of the building. They'll be here shortly. There was a slight delay. In moments like this, it's useful to be able to tell a joke. Unfortunately, I know no jokes. Actually, I know just one joke. And I'm not sure how funny it's going to be to an audience of lawyers and musicians. It's a philosophy joke. So maybe I should spare you my one joke. Maybe that's my joke, that I'm going to spare you my one joke. Okay. So, it worked with the science people, so we'll see. Am I going to be saved by the bagpipes? No. So the joke is about this Greek philosopher called Epimenides. And he was famous because he was from Crete, and he also said all Cretans are liars. And this is a paradox, because if he's a Cretan, he says he's a liar, that he's saying something that's false. Well, he was thought to be a very clever man, and apocryphally, he traveled to India to meet the Buddha. And he was granted an interview with the Buddha, and he was allowed 2 questions. And he said to the Buddha, "What's the best question I can ask, and what's the best answer you can give to that question?" And the Buddha answered, "Well, the best question you could ask is the question you're asking, and the best answer I can give is the answer I'm giving." So you can probably hear the bagpipes. As soon as they get up to around the post out here, I'll ask you all to stand. Donc juste quelques minutes, quand le cortège arrive jusqu'ici, je vais vous l'indiquer et vous allez vous lever. Levez-vous, s'il vous plaît, please rise.
Thank you, Professor Trevino, for your wonderful performance of the university song. As Dean of Law of McGill University, I welcome you to our damp but beautiful campus to finally celebrate the achievements of our 2020 and 2021 graduating classes. Welcome back to the DCL, LLM, and BCL JD graduates of 2020 and 2021. Whether or not you joined a Zoom ceremony a year or two ago, it is wonderful to be here today celebrating the achievement of your graduation from the McGill Faculty of Law. And we are honored to be sharing time this rainy afternoon with graduates of McGill's world-renowned Schulich School of Music. As a courtesy, I would request all of us to stay till the end of the joint ceremony. Now, this afternoon's law group is more varied than a usual crop. If you are a graduate of our double degree program, you might have begun in 2016, hearing my first welcome speech as dean, or in 2017. Or if you had a roadmap from the outset, logged some summer credits, and didn't shy away from an 18-credit semester or two, you may have started in 2018 and finished in 2021. And given this longer interval since you finished the program, you will have done even more things than usual before gathering under the convocation tent in a borrowed academic gown and shod in dangerously high heels, sneakers, and things in between. You may have done bar school, articled, and been called to a bar, even more than one. You may have been working for what feels like a long time. You may have changed jobs. Maybe you've already completed another degree, such as a master's in law, since leaving the McGill faculty. And some of you may not yet have found the work that makes you feel you are where you belong. So welcome back. Welcome all of you. I was reflecting with Dean Ravenscroft about why you might have chosen to return today and what doing so has entailed. For some of you, it may have involved simply booking the afternoon off from your work in Montreal. Others of you may have traveled far. Some will be here on your own. Others will have parents or other loved ones in the audience ready to cheer. And for those here from your entourage, thank you for all you did to support your law student. Many of you may have found yourselves unexpectedly sheltering a student taking classes in the Zoom School of Law. Thank you for all you've done. Let's give your family and friends a round of applause. And life being what it is, some graduates here this afternoon may have lost a loved one who could have been here had your graduation taken place in 2020 or 2021. So I'm very glad you've come. We've all canceled and postponed so many things over the past 2 years, and many of them will never come to pass. Happily, your graduation day from the McGill Faculty of Law isn't one of those. You may be here for a sense of closure after a life-changing time in our program. You may wish to cross the stage and get that photo of yourself in academic regalia, for yourself or for those who championed you on the long path through your legal education. You may wish to see friends again on the McGill campus, however much you keep in touch on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and other platforms I am too old and stodgy to know about. A few of you may not have been back here on campus since mid-March 2020. Perhaps you flew home and later asked a friend to empty out your locker when we were finally allowed back in the building after the initial shutdown. De toute manière, vous faites désormais partie de la communauté diplômée de la faculté de droit. Cette communauté enrichira toute votre vie professionnelle et vous aurez l'occasion de vous retrouver lors des activités qui lui sont destinées. Pour votre cohorte, de telles occasions, qu'elles aient lieu à Montréal, Ottawa, Toronto, New York ou ailleurs, seront d'autant plus précieuses. Dans notre grande faculté, vous avez étudié et vécu le droit d'une manière unique. Vous nous quittez habilités à penser le droit différemment que les diplômés d'ailleurs. Votre imagination ayant été stimulée par la sagesse de plus d'une tradition juridique. Vous avez été formé pour vous attaquer aux problèmes avec créativité. Vous êtes en mesure de gérer des situations qui traversent de nombreuses frontières et qui impliquent des règles provenant de nombreuses sources. La pandémie en est une, la crise climatique en est une autre. Vous avez donc plusieurs cordes à votre arc qui vous permettront de briller dans des circonstances incertaines et fluctuantes. I salute your energy, tenacity, adaptability, and courage. And here I'll add a word of thanks to my professorial and administrative colleagues for their extraordinary efforts to adapt our program and serve our students during the pandemic. And I affirm our promise that we will do everything in our power to ensure that the cohorts following yours will have the full benefit of a vibrant, in-person law school experience on our campus. Your time as a law school student was marked by reminders of our world's need for more justice. And with your legal education, including sensitivity to social context, you are well placed to speak out in places of power. Honor the voices and spirits of those who, for whatever reason, are silenced. Now, great as may be its potential for doing good, our profession has its challenges and pathologies. Take time to care for yourselves, your loved ones, and one another. You won't be able to care for the world unless you do. And speaking now to all of you, jurists and musicians alike, you are already a year or two along your post-McGill path. I hope you are in alignment with your core values, ideally having the sense of being in your sweet spot. Reevaluate from time to time, and don't be afraid to alter your course. Outside school, with no graduation date, deciding when to jump will be up to you. My colleagues and I wish you great success, however you define and measure it. Bravo à chacun et à chacune. Donnez-nous de vos nouvelles et revenez nous voir souvent. Malgré le passage du temps, nous restons tellement fiers de vous. And we now proceed with the moment you've all been waiting for, our graduates crossing the stage. Graduates will cross in order of their convocation cohort in the following order: Spring 2020, Fall 2020, and Spring 2021. In each cohort, we will begin with students who have obtained a graduate degree, diploma, or certificate, followed by students who have obtained undergraduate degrees or certificates. Each graduate will come on stage, keeping their cap on, and when their name is read, will walk across the stage. At center stage, I will tap each graduate more or less gently. They will then proceed to the end of the stage where their photo will be taken. And when they go off the stage, each graduate will receive their parchment and return to their seat. You may see some graduates wearing red or white scarves. All self-identifying Indigenous students are entitled to wear graduation scarves at convocation, in the community, and at all future McGill events. The red scarf is for those receiving a degree, and white for those getting a diploma or certificate. The feather has two meanings: respect for the person, and it marks an amazing or special event. The Confederacy belt signifies attachments to and respect for the land on which we live, and the turtle symbolizes the inclusiveness of all nations and respect for diversity. I now invite Professor Rosalie Jukier, Associate Dean Academic, to present the graduates of the Faculty of Law.
Thank you, Mr. Dean, and good afternoon, everyone. As they say, better late than never. How great it is to be here this afternoon to celebrate your graduation from McGill Law. It is my great pleasure to read the names of the students in the past 2 years of graduating classes. Please note that prizes, scholarships, and honors earned by individual students are listed in your online programs. Mr. Dean, we're going to start with graduates whose degrees were awarded in the spring of 2020, and for the degree of Doctor of Civil Law in Air and Space Law, Eitan Teper. for the degree of Doctor of Civil Law in Law, Palmira Granados Moreno. Shemelis Kene. For the degree of Master of Laws in Air and Space Law, Anna Bassett. And for the degree of Master of Laws in Law, Mahan Ashuri. Najud Asiri. Hafsa Durani. Soror Farouk Ahmadi. And now for the joint degrees of Bachelor of Civil Law and Juris Doctor, John Adeski. Suela Baba Ahmed. Gabrielle Bouliane Gobet. George Boynton Payne. Sophia Bro. Alan Campo. Lina Ben Saidan. Anne-Isabelle Cloutier. Thomas Courvoisier Daou. Jessica Citrin. Puya Dabiran Zuhuri. Sarah Pascal Dafoe. Yasmin Dajani. Laura Davis. Vanessa DeFeo. Alexi Faust Trahan. Dylan Gibbs. Pierre Gabriel Grégoire. Georgina Hartono. Seyoung Jung. Anna Kirk. Réginal Labonté. Nathalie Laflamme. Rachel Lavoie. Guillaume Lebrun-Pétel. Alexis Leray. Megan Lindy. Steve Liberopoulos. Marie-Hélène Lyonnais. Connor Macarin. Jared Miller. Zach Morgenstern. Basir Nakvi. Emma Noradunkian. Megan Pearson. Natasha Petrov. Julianne Plourde. Abraham Rash. Benjamin Rivard. Annick Poitras. François Rivard. Samuel Rozanoff-Stoychek. Rebecca Schur. Chris Love. Jennifer Seidel. Gabriela Cetino. Julien Tremblay-Gravel. Simcha Walfish. Karen Yao. Yulia Ugai. And now for the graduates whose degrees were awarded in the fall of 2020. For the degree of Doctor of Civil Law in Air and Space Law, Aram Kirkonian. And for the degree of Doctor of Civil Law in Law, Laura DeHaiby. Cléa Yveron Turcotte. For the degree of Master of Laws in Law, Jessica Haddad. Tamotsu Nomura. Gabrielle Obando Chacon. And now for the joint degrees of Bachelor of Civil Law and Juris Doctor, Karen Berger. Yingya Liu. Okay, and now for the graduates whose degrees were awarded in the spring of 2021. Starting with the degree of Doctor of Civil Law in Law, Rokeya Chowdhury. And for the degree of Master of Laws in Air and Space Law, Akintayo Akintola. For the degree of Master of Laws in Law, Olivier Delude. For the graduate certificate in Air and Space Law, Sashi Juneja. And now for the joint degrees in Bachelor of Civil Law and Juris Doctor, Rose Adams. Jade Arditi. Laurence Babin. Annabelle Blanchet. Laurence Boudreau. Jorge Caicedo. Siddhartha Bosole. Catherine Chadwick. Andrew Klubine. Hannah Dean. Amélie Drouin. Pearl Goldstein. Ryan William Hicks. Michael Jacobs. Claire Lawrence. Jerry Lan. Camille Jacqueline Lustière. Alexandra Magazin. Bianca Marcelin. Juliette Mestre. Jessica Michelin. Justin Miller Clark. Natasha Nya. Kevin Nichols Dempsey. Caroline Parent Harvey. Félix Antoine Pelletier. Léon Pérez Pacheco. Sarah Pinault. Direction Kurban Ali. Alex Rice Hoyt. Aimé Rioux. Anna Rotman. Bria Ross. Alec Sater. Andrea Salguero Florian. Annabelle Atanasova Sermegieva. Yasmin Shadman. Gleb Shalabanov. Iana Simeonescu. Justine Simoneau. Xianhui Sun. Brittany T. Nicole Thompson. Verity Thompson. Kimia Tofig. Erica Trenson. Lauren Weaver. Puyan Zabiyan.
So thank you very much, Professor Jukier. Congratulations to all the law graduates. And I now invite Dean Brenda Ravenscroft to address the graduates of the Schulich School of Music.
Thank you, Dean Leckie, and good afternoon, everyone. To start with, I will echo the congratulations to our law graduates who have just crossed the stage. And now a special welcome to the music graduates of 2020 and 2021, which includes those who have graduated with a Bachelor of Music, a BA in Music, the MMUS, the MA in Music, the Diploma of Performance, the Doctorate of Music, and a PhD degree. We may be fewer in number than the law graduates here today, but I think we outdo them in the number of qualifications. Il est inhabituel que deux facultés organisent une cérémonie de convocation conjointe au printemps. Mais rien n'a vraiment été normal depuis 2 ans, n'est-ce pas? Et les expériences que nous avons vécues, que ce soit en musique ou en droit, ont eu étonnantes similitudes. Besides, the two fields are not unconnected. As Plato said, music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm and gaiety to life and to everything. In his speech, my colleague Dean Leckie spoke about some of the reasons that may have motivated your decision to return to McGill today. He mentioned the idea of returning for a sense of closure. And from the conversations I've had, this idea of unfinished business, the need for completion, seems to be the most compelling. As I reflected on this idea of interruption and completion, I couldn't help but think about the ways in which life and music are similar. Both unfold over time, shaped by patterns and rhythms, with communication happening through an established vocabulary and syntax marked by process and signifiers. No doubt some of you in the audience are now thinking, oh no, a musical analogy. I don't know anything about music. Why couldn't she have chosen to frame her remarks in terms of torts and riders and disclosures? But I think we're all familiar with music, and we're all familiar with the experience of music. If we have the same musical background, in our case Western European music, then regardless of whether our preferred listening is in genres of classical or pop music, we experience music in much the same way. Nous n'avons pas besoin de termes techniques, nous connaissons tous l'expérience de la musique. As you started your studies at McGill, you embarked in a way on a musical journey. Themes were introduced, recognizable motives that recurred periodically. You found your favorite practice room and returned there regularly. Contrasting themes were introduced. You found your favorite cafeteria and returned there regularly. Perhaps the two themes existed in a kind of tension. Practice room, cafeteria, practice room, cafeteria. And soon the rhythm of the day started coalescing into larger metrical units. So you met with your supervisor every 2 weeks, or you had a studio class 3 times a term. Gradually, expectations were established and were met, and you started to embody the identity of a McGill student. Like any well-constructed piece of music, there was development, modulation, themes mutated. You discovered your favorite place to practice wasn't actually in the practice room, it was in the stairwell, or maybe even in the bathroom, because the acoustics are really good in there. And new themes were introduced. You became part of the student governance group. You worked in the music library. You registered for a minor in gender studies, and so forth. The overall structure was established, and you knew when the movement was drawing to a close and when you were heading towards the final cadence. But then in March of 2020, the flow was interrupted. The music stopped. And not just for a few beats or even a full measure. There was a massive fermata that lasted for 2 weeks. No classes, nothing. And there was a kind of silence. À notre retour, tout avait changé. The piece was in the wrong key, the tempo was different, the meter had changed, worse still, it wasn't even stable, it kept fluctuating, simple triple, compound duple, 7/4, quarantine, distancing, plexiglass shields. And there was also a kind of pedal point underlying everything, a kind of dread, something constraining us and holding us back, ever present. And then we all had to learn to play a new instrument, the B-flat zoom. With all of our normal rhythms and signifiers disrupted, the end of the academic year arrived without the expected build-up, climax, and resolution. Instead, it slipped by with online ceremonies and recorded messages, the best we could do at the time, but a pale substitute for what we were expecting. Nothing, however, can diminish the value of your experience at the Schulich School of Music. You've studied at the finest faculty of music in the country, been inspired by musicians who have opened pathways for you to take from the studio to the international performance stage. You've been challenged by scholars and creators who provided you with tools to shape the way we think and write about music. You've connected with musicians from around the world through masterclasses, conferences, recording sessions, and concerts, and learned the value of risk-taking through collaboration and creation. Music study requires a special kind of tenacity and commitment, repeating the same musical passages over and over until you've perfected them, hauling instruments around through the snow and through the rain, spending the entire night in the recording studio. Vous avez fait preuve de résilience, de discipline et de souplesse tout au long de vos études, et particulièrement au cours des 2 dernières années. These are attributes that will serve you well, whether you apply them in the world of music or whether you carry them into other fields. We are privileged in Canada to have a place of relative stability and peace in which talent could be nurtured, your skills honed, and your vision expanded. During your time at McGill, we also learned more about how issues of social justice and music are intertwined, and we witnessed the value of music to society and to well-being, particularly during times of stress and disruption. As graduates of this unique cohort, you are well equipped to bring fresh perspectives to multiple disciplines and communities and to contribute to a more inclusive world through music. And so, here we are today, at last heading towards the culminating moment of your McGill degree. The tempo is picking up, the volume is increasing, the strings are soaring, the brass have been unleashed, even the timpanist has stopped counting rests and is driving the music to the finish line. Diplômés, enfin, après tous les retards et déviations, c'est votre moment. And I'm going to ask everyone gathered here today with us to celebrate this moment, to rise to your feet, and to give our graduates the standing ovation that they deserve. Félicitations. We will now proceed with the Schulich School of Music's graduates crossing the stage. I invite Professor Julie Cumming to present our graduates.
Doing it. Our graduates are having their picture taken in the corner here, so we'll just be starting in a minute or two. So we begin with the graduates whose degrees were awarded in spring 2020. And for the degree of Doctor of Music in Composition, Félix Baril. Driss Gatinet. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Music, Alyssa Michaud. Lawrence Willis. For the degree of Master of Music in Performance, Opera and Voice, Jonathan Gagnier. Sivan Kochkarian. For the degree of Master of Music in Performance, Orchestral Instruments and Guitar, Amy Melnichuk. For the degree of Master of Music in Performance, Piano, Stanford Chung. For the Graduate Diploma in Performance, Anyu Lee. Stephanie Sedelbauer. For the degree Bachelor of Music in Composition, Joy Blanchard. Warren Chen. Edwin Ng. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Faculty Program in Music, Rafael Aslan. Mayu Egan. and she got distinction. Michelle Nadon Bélanger, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Music Education, Kyle Martis, also receiving a Bachelor of Education. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Performance, Zéphirine Poirier-Ferraud. Yiyun Zhao. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Performance Jazz, Nicole Arrage, Dean's Honor List. Thomas Daudelin. Alexandre Lavoie, distinction. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Performance Voice, Grace Bokenfour. Ariane Martel, Dean's Honors List. So now we move on to graduates whose degrees were awarded in fall 2020. For the degree of Doctor of Music in Performance Studies, Floyd Ricketts. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Music, Claire McLeish. For the degree of Master of Music in Performance, Orchestral Instruments and Guitar, Emily Dunbar. And now graduates whose degrees were awarded in spring 2021. For the degree of Doctor of Music in Performance Studies, Maria Budakova. Alexis French. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Music, Margaret Cormier. Kit Soden. For the degree of Master of Music in Composition, Jonas Renier. For the degree of Master of Music in Performance Conducting, Angela Hemingway. For the degree of Master of Music in Performance Early Music, Ian Sabourin. For the degree of Master of Music in Performance Opera and Voice, Gabrielle Cloutier-Terrien. For the degree of Master of Music in Sound Recording, William Sylvain. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Faculty Program in Music, Jason Dan. Sophia Gadbois. Bibi Henson. Nina Jones, Dean's Honor List. Sabrina Mosquera Cardi. Zachary Salzberg Frank. Kevin Soncartier. Kelly Stredzniewski. Laura Varas. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Music Education and distinction, outstanding achievement in music education, and also receiving a Bachelor of Education, Nicole Pagaling. Also receiving a Bachelor of Education, Amélie Pelletier. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Performance, Ai Kawasaki. Riccardo Mazzorati. Chloe Tashuk. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Performance Early Music, Eulalie Emerio. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Performance Jazz, Arnaud Castonguay. Elisabeth Lajoie. Outstanding Achievement in Jazz Voice, Charles Lowe. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Performance Voice, Matthew Adam. Distinction and Outstanding Achievement in Voice, Megan Cumming. Outstanding Achievement in Voice and Dean's Honor List, Geneviève Gates-Panton. Chris Peng.
Thank you, Professor Cumming, for reading the graduates' names, and congratulations once again to all of our graduates. It remains only to say, on behalf of Dean Leckie, the members of the Platform Party, and myself, what an absolute pleasure it's been to share this afternoon's ceremony with you in celebration of the graduates of the Faculty of Law and the Schulich School of Music. Merci à tous et félicitations à tous nos diplômés. Pour conclure la cérémonie, veuillez-vous lever afin d'entonner en compagnie de Monsieur Trevino, l'hymne national du Canada. To conclude the ceremony, please stand and join Professor Trevino in the singing of our national anthem.
With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. Ta histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits, et ta valeur des fois trempée protégera nos foyers et nos droits. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you.